talking at me. Gotta watch my wrist.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next receivers will spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an up.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 68 yards. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This will be caught by Glenn, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Stroud to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now 3rd down and very long. Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Jackson, options out left. The quick feet by Jack. There he goes left side. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans 11. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he should go put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Stroud looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now out comes Houston. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud out of the gun here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now 3rd down and 7. Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
You get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 33. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Singletary again. Oh, he sheds himself free. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Try to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 31, here's a second down and 6. Jackson, options out left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 9-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Fights off the defender. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go right back to Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary, 33 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Houston set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Stroud off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown from 17 yards out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. But Jackson going to hold on to it again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the counter, it's Hill. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Jackson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Into the hands of Singletary. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.